Hello, hello. I started a bit early. Hopefully, you can all see me. Okay. Right. Let's see. Hi, Deborah. Colleen. Can you see me and can you hear me? Hopefully, you can. I have actually got myself on the screen now, which I didn't have the last 2 weeks. Hi, good morning, Nancy. Can you see me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? You can see me fine. Okay, can you hear me? That'll be a start as well. Yes, great. Thank you. Okay. Wonderful. I finally figured out what was wrong with the camera. But there you go. Wonderful. I've set all my postcards that I've received up on my wardrobe door behind me. So it's like a nice little backdrop for everybody to look at. Thank you, Deborah. They are lovely. I'm enjoying making them again because I don't know if I saw the new technique I'm using. I'm using Inktense pencils and then just stitching around the outline of them. And I'm quite enjoying it because it's something I can sit and do in an evening in front of the telly. So I've been to a social club this morning. Hi, Colleen. That's fine. So this is going to be a black applique bear on it, and that's going to be Tennessee Smoky Mountains. And then that's for harvest. And then that's spring with the tulips. So, and then that's hobbies. So I've been preparing them while I was at my social club today. I have to take my glasses up to see me on the phone. And then I forget that I shoved them up on top of my head. And then can you see me little koala bear up there? My plastic koala bear. He's arrived today from a friend in Australia, and she sent me a little bag as well with some Oh, am I not spinning, am I? Oh no, no, please don't spin, come on, don't spin me, play me, not spin me. I hope I'm not spinning. Oh, good. Oh. Sorry, Colleen, must be just you. So we'll give it another couple of minutes and then I'll show you the one we're doing today. I did put the link into the description, I believe. Fingers crossed. There's not as many pieces as last time, so hopefully we can get these done. There's a couple that have got quite a few little pieces on it, but majority of them are just adding 1 or 2 pieces to it. So hopefully they'll get done fairly quickly. Ooh, don't wobble. Yeah, my wall behind me, my artistic postcard wall. The only trouble is they're stuck on with them double-sided foam tabs, and as the sun comes through the window, it melts them and they don't stick to the fabric. They keep falling off. So I'm going to have to find a different way of fixing them up. Might have to super glue them, I think, to stop them falling down. I'm really pleased I got my camera back going again on the iPad, because it was really difficult on the phone to be able to show what I was doing properly. What time are we on? Just gone 2. Okay, so today we've got a pansy, pretty little pansy, and all my prep work I've got ready. All my pieces are there. We're just pinned onto the one that I need to do. So we're just going to methodically work our way through them again. And I didn't do any of the checking sizes in the documents. So when you print it off, just make sure that your 1/4 of an inch bit measures a 1/4 of an inch, and then it should be fine. I learnt that from Colleen. Thanks, Colleen. So Colleen is at 962 subs as of this morning. Yay! Melissa's at 2.6k. I'm at 735. Stephanie Stitches is at 12.6, which is brilliant. And then my friend Barbara Ratzaviskus, I can never say her surname, she's Bondi Knit and Quilt. She's the one that sent me this little pouch and the koala. She's at 434, and she's just been going a year on YouTube, which is why she sent me the koala and the little pouch, because it was one of her giveaways for a year. So yeah, I'll find her link. She's called Bondi Knit and Quilts on YouTube. So I haven't put her in me bot yet, so but I plan to. So hopefully once I get her in the bot, she'll be easier to find. But she's one of the first people that ever sent me a hexie flower when we were doing the swaps, and my daughter was doing them as well, and she actually swapped fabrics as well, and she sent all some Australian printed fabrics. Oh, there you go, thank you. Colleen, you're a little miracle worker. Okay, so shall we begin? We'll get this pansy underway. Move me bit of papers back under me sewing machine so I don't lose them. And we're going to start off with piece D, and it's just 2 pieces. I've got a very light purple, and my white is always my background, which is going to go on. And I need to, if you look there, I need to move it over so that that bit of fabric is covered by the background when I sew it. I went out and left my sewing machine on as well this morning. It is Australian, that's what I said in it. Bondi, yeah. She is in Australia. Where did I say? Did I say New Zealand? She's in Australia. It's been a long morning. Hopefully the sewing machine isn't too loud next to the microphone of the iPad. I'm going to use my scissors to trim these, mainly because I don't want to keep getting up and down to go to the cutting mat, because I'm feeling lazy today. And these scraps can just stop on the table. Okay, so that's that piece done. And I've just laid them out on my design board, and I'm just putting them back where they go on the board. So the next piece I'm going to do is queue. This is one which got quite a lot of pieces. So again, we're just going to work through methodically. Oh, I did say Australia. Oh, that's all right. Yeah, camera. Did I shake? Did it be camera colour? Yeah, so I've got the yellow for the middle, and I'm using a deep purple for my number 5 colours. Hammer? Yeah. Not to think then, did I? Did I? Have I? No, I'm not. I'm using the deep purple as the number 4 colour, which is the grey colour on here, because I'm for the 5 and 4. I'm doing all the same. I'm doing in the blue, but you can use as many colours as you want on them. Thought I was going crackers, then what the heck was I doing? But there you go. It's all right having this nice new setup, but now my camera's quite close to me machine. I'm going to have to keep watching that I don't bash it all the time. Just making sure my piece will cover it. Oh, it's over there. I was wondering where my clover roller is. It's over the other side. So it'll be a good finger press then. Hi, Laurie. Oh, hello, Lucy. Welcome, you're new. I don't think I've seen you in here before, but welcome. You're very welcome. Laurie's come incognito today. She's not my mod. She's come as incognito as herself. Now what's happened there? Where's my cotton run out? Oh, come on. Oh, the joy of life. The joys of life. Rethread me needle. Right, glasses are coming off just so I can rethread a needle. Hold on. Okay, can see again now. No, I never did find the postcard, Deborah. I have not got a clue. Hi, Cheryl. Oh, that's brilliant that you knew Lucy. We're all good pals in here. So I'm in the UK. Whereabouts are you, Lucy? Majority of everyone else is in the US. My mate Cheryl is in Florida at the moment. I think she's still in Florida. Don't think she's headed back home yet. Good morning, yo, Paddy. Yo, Paddy G's is in the house. I have got no idea where that postcard went, Deborah. None at all. And it's got to be here somewhere because it was here before we had the shift around of the room. And I don't know. I need to have a search for it though because we're going to daughter's tomorrow and I want to take it to granddaughter. I just hope my camera's not wobbling too much when my machine's going. So there's what we've got so far. There's the bit of the pattern. So we've done 1, 2, 3 and 4. So now we're on number 5, which is going to be my dark purple. Thank you. That hanging in there was it. I've had these orphan blocks hanging around since 2017. I was swapping blocks with people in America and all over, and because on the white background they'd written where they were from. So I just basically cut part of the block out to make it 6.5, and I've still got a couple of spare ones that I've trimmed down already. Using those blocks was a great idea on that. So that's just hanging on my door over there. You could make another one, Colleen. Yes, you could. With all my FPP patterns, or just spare ones? On one of my quilting magazines that came through, must have been, I don't know, probably last year, maybe even when I got them. But it's got a pack of 20 cards in it of all different blocks. There's like the Ohio Star and all that sort of block. And I'm thinking I could do a series of FPP blocks of those old style blocks, like Ohio Star and all those others. And I thought that'd be quite a good one to do. So I might do that after we've finished all these flower blocks. That might be my next live sessions, doing blocks. Oops. Oops. I think I'm a bit short on that block. Oops. That'll have to be, paper will have to come back a bit more on that. Make sure I've got enough to get it in the seam. Yeah, that'll be fine. Jiggle it and wiggle it. It'll be fine. A bit of jiggle and a bit of wiggle. And it all works out fine. You know it will. And as Melissa says, if you can't see it from a galloping horse, don't criticise it. If you don't like it, get off the horse. Okay, Colleen, that's fine. See you in a minute. Okay, let's get this bit on, and then we've just got. Oh, that's great, Lucy. Yeah, great. That's brilliant. We all appreciate it. Yeah, they're block builders, but I thought I'd do mine FPP. Why not? Okay, so that's what we've got so far on this one. So we've now done up to 8, and now we've got 9, 7. I added 8 before I added 7, but no, it's on the opposite side, so it doesn't matter. So 7, 9, and 10, and then that one's block's done. Am I missing a piece? Am I missing a piece? Hi, Laurie. She's coming as a mod. That sounded ominous. Something just dropped down at the side of me. Okay. Piece number 9. And because I haven't got my rotary cutter or pack of flower FPPs from a thrift store, from Fat Quarter Shop, I paid £1 and made 4 out of the 9. Because I haven't got my cutting, I'm just using my scissors to roughly trim 1/4 of an inch up the side of that. I mean, obviously, if you've got your add a quarter ruler close by, then use that. But as long as it's vague and or close by, and you're sewing next to your paper or through your paper, if you do FPP that way, you should be okay. Now I need to trim this a bit because I need to put a pin in and trim it down a bit because I need a bit more of that blue. Oh, look at that. I've got some just at the side of me. How convenient. How convenient. So I might just leave that bit there and just add a bit more. So I'll just trim that. Just check me. Oh, sorry. So you keep bashing things. Let's have a check. Just cut up that. You can go back down there. I think I was hoping I might have got the two pieces out of that one bigger piece that I cut. But okay, that's that bit. Give it a good old finger press back. Stick a pin in it while I trim it up. I've got my design board at the side of me here, so I'm just placing the pieces back onto the design board. So that's that piece, which is piece Q. So that goes in there. So piece R is a really little tiny piece, which is a light purple and a background. So that's that. I'm just going to trim that up. And that's that piece done. And that goes on there. And then we've got piece O, which again has got quite a few colours in it. And as always, I've already prepared the first piece. Use my Elmer glue stick to stick it to the paper. And then I'm ready to just work around. So purple is my next colour. And as I've said before in other lives, on this one, look, I've just added piece 2, but it doesn't matter now if I add piece 3 or piece 4 next. I can add either because they're on opposite sides of the block. So if I wanted to add this one next, I could, or I can carry on in the order and add number 3 first. It just depends on whatever you want to do. I love FPP, but then that's my thing. Although, saying that, I am getting into applique now. Melissa's got me. She's done me. She's done me big style because I'm getting into it. I'm still not a big fan on raw edge, but it's growing on me after doing that swap that I'm doing. It is growing on me, but I am quite liking applique, which I never thought I would. I like the precision of FPP because it's like all neat and tidy. So I like the precision of it, but as I say, I am getting into it. Just checking I've got my colours right. Do you like raw edge though, Deborah? Or do you prefer having like a blanket stitch or a satin stitch around it? FPP, flowers, birds and butterflies. Oh yes. Now you're talking, Patty. Yeah. Butterflies. We like butterflies, as you can see. We went to Dollywood, and we both absolutely love Dollywood and all the butterfly things that she's got around. So we both like that, but so we've got quite a few bits of butterfly about. You can't quite just let me. The big one there, my daughter made, and it's full of little tiny butterflies all stuck on. And then that's me sewing one that I've done the other day, and it's got a butterfly card at the side of it. Whoa. Sorry if I made you feel seasick. I'm liking my new setup now, with me looking away from the window because I haven't got the sun in my eyes all the time. I'm liking the fact that I can get to everything in my cupboard. I'm waiting for a unit to come at the side of me so that I can move my iron onto it, which I'm picking up tomorrow, hopefully, from daughter's. And then hopefully then my area will be straight. I still have to go up to do my cutting because my cutting mat and everything's over there still, where my sewing machine was before, because there isn't room for me cutting mat and everything over here. And I wanted more space so that if I quilt a big quilt, I've got at the table I can lay it and put it on. Because at the moment I couldn't just do anything because I've got the radiator and everything stuck behind me, and and I've got my brother's quilt I've got to do, and my sister-in-law's quilt I've got to do. And until I've got the space to be able to lay them out, but I'm still thinking I might hand quilt them, because even well, I'm using a fleecy blanket on the back, and I think it's going to be a bit too difficult to manoeuvre a fleecy blanket under my sewing machine. So it might end up being hand quilted, I think. But I've still got to piece the two fleeces together to get me enough for me backing out. So I'm just trimming this one down before I finish adding the last couple of pieces to it. Get some of this fabric out of the way. So it's just trimming them down a bit. Right. And my last two pieces to add are blue. Blue, 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 blue. Right. Come on. Come on. Bits of fabric everywhere now. I'm going to trim it here. Right, so I'm just making sure that I've got moving my back fabric enough so that it'll cover my paper. So I'm just going to bring it over a fraction more to make sure that I've got enough to cover where it needs to be. Okay, I've just finished this, do this one, and then a quick look at the chat again, make sure I've not missed anything. Oop. Right, what we got? Printed your pansy at actual size 100%. It's a smidge less than a quarter inch seam allowance, but should be fine. Oh, brilliant. Thank you, Colleen. Get back. You see, yeah, Patty Raw Edge, I'm not really keen on it's a bit scruffy. Right, I'm just scrolling back through the messages to make sure I've not done anything. Laurie, you should give up Clicky a try. I may fall in love with it. I have a little notebook with some of the different names, different countries and states. Even call things different names. I get confused too. We all get confused. It's an age thing. Yeah, fraying. It just looks scruffy. And because I love FPP and that's my like go-to thing, because it's precise. And I think that's probably why the raw edge stuff doesn't grab me. But saying that, it is growing on me. I must admit, it is growing on me. And the wall hanging that I've done for a swap, I actually quite love it. And even my husband said, "Oh, are we keeping that? Is that going on the wall for spring?" And I'm like, "No, it's for a swap." So there's piece O. That's all done. I've got a couple of pins in just to hold my papers in place, and that goes above there. Piece D, just two. Oh, I've already done piece D. I thought, well, that's strange. Okay, piece J has just got 3 pieces on it. The first piece is the biggest piece, and that's already stuck on. What was that? Very tidy FPP. Oh, he wants to keep the pig. Oh, it's a that pig is superb. If you haven't seen Colleen's pig, it's awesome. Yeah, I don't think I'm into needle turned applique. I've looked at it, I've tried it, but it's not for me. No, I don't think it's for me, that. And there's one called, I think it's called back stitch reverse applique, and you basically use the sewing machine and you sew round your edge of your pieces. Then you cut it to 1/4 of an inch on the inside or outside, whichever side you're turning. Then you take your stitches out, and where the needle's gone in, it helps you to turn it. I'm thinking, that's a double the amount of work. It's a waste of time. Why are you doing double the amount of work? Why? No, I tried it. I tried it on. I did a hexagon. I put a short up on it. I can't be doing twice the amount of work for the same outcome. Can't see the point. Okay, cookie. My husband's gone for a walk in the sunshine. Our granddaughter's got her first flute recital tomorrow night. We're going to. That'll be fun. She said, "Nanny, I'm learning to play the fruit." I went, "You're learning to play what?" "I'm learning to play the fruit." What the heck's she on about? The flute. Not the fruit, the flute. That's why I don't cut FPP and use it as a pattern just to sew it together again. Yeah. I did put a video up on that, how to actually turn an FTP pattern into a normal pattern. But again, not my thing. I can't be doing things twice. What's the point? Okay, so that's that piece done, which is piece J. So that can go back there. I've just got to clear out off me papers from rubbish. Okay, let's look. Yeah, waste of thread, exactly. Colleen, you have a fruit? You got a fruit? Can you play it? we used to have an advert over here for PG Tips tea, and it was always done by they used the monkeys from Twycross Zoo, and they dressed them up, the chimpanzees up in little clothes, and they got them acting and doing things. And one of them, they got two monkeys, and they were shifting a piano, and the piano started to slip, and the lad says, "Dad, do you know the piano's on my foot?" And he said, "You hum it, lad, and I'll play it." They were brilliant. Now, have I got a piece here that can do that rather than use that big piece? Let's see. I think that piece will do that. I'm just going to use some scrap of that I've just cut off rather than use that piece. You make a lot of bags, don't you, Sherlock? I need to. I've got to make a couple of bags for daughter. I did try one out from a template I found, but it weren't very successful. She said she's happy with it. She can use it. So, yeah. Oh, sorry. So that's piece C. Sorry, piece S. Piece P is 3 pieces: a purple, a blue, and the blue that's already on. So these aren't taken. I mean, then I think I've got 3 more pieces to put together, and then we can start and join them. So this is a lot faster than last week's debacle. And that video I put up of putting the blocks together, and then got a copyright thing on it because I'd forgotten got my volume up on me music while I was sewing. It was like, what a kerfuffle. So I hope you all actually found that video and were able to put together your block. If not, then just message me, email me, and I'll see if I can help you out with it, because like I say, it was a right debacle, that was, trying to sort that out. So there's piece P, done, finished. Move me scraps of paper and stuff. And piece P comes there. Done S. What am I missing? Oh, that's great news, Deborah. I'm glad you're getting your knee done. Colleen, those insulation bags look brilliant. I'm sure you'll do all right with them. Yeah, I mean, and this is the first farmers market you'll have done, Colleen. So you'll get into the swing of it. You'll know what people want. Thanks for the link, Colleen. I finally got my appointment through for my eye in May. I've only been waiting 16 months, or I will have done 16 months by the time I get there. So this is piece H, and it's got 2 pieces to add to it. It's got a tiny little bit of background there, and then it's got another piece of the light purple. Yep, 16 months. It's just been a farce. A lot of it, though, was the doctor's fault, because the optician sent the referral through to the doctors for the doctors to send through to the hospital, and they didn't do it. And then and then in June, the optician sent another referral to the doctors and said, you know, this needs sorting, and they still didn't do it. And I went into the surgery in October, and then in October they finally sent the referral through. The hospital got the referral in November, so it's November to May it's taken for the appointment to come through. But it's been it's over a year now since that I've been waiting, because the opticians won't do anything about my new glasses until they've found out what's causing the double vision. Which is fine when I'm sewing, but it just means I can't drive, because I'm seeing a car in front of me and a car on the pavement. So I can't drive, it's too dangerous. So at the moment I'm being chauffeur driven everywhere, which is fine, but by the time I get around to getting back to driving again, I've forgotten how to do it. Right, let's check them. Need a scan done, and they don't even have me scheduled until April. God blimey. Yeah, Lisa does amazing applique. Yeah, Lisa, yeah. Yeah, I'm sure I'll be fine when I start again, but it's just doing it, isn't it? That's being able to do it again. I mean, we got an automatic because I was struggling because of my knee replacement, and so I couldn't use the clutch pedal very easily. So we got an automatic so that it was easier for me to drive. And then I've now got all this problem with my eyes. Oh, that was clever. My papers just fell off. Come here, stick. Come here, glue stick. Get back on. Bit of Elmer glue. Stick it back on my paper. Marvellous. There we go. Now I can trim that piece back. So as you can see, it's just got that tiny little bit of background, and then the purples, and then we've got 2 more pieces, and then we can start and put the block together. Okay, so this has just got the blue and a bit of purple, so it's just 2 things. So that's that. And last piece is the last piece is piece A. You'd have thought that would have been the first, wouldn't you? But it's last. And we just got 2 little bits of white background to go onto these. And it doesn't matter which piece you add on first of these because they're not next to each other. So you can add either piece of white on first and then add the other one. Okay, and then we'll just trim that back. And then we'll have another quick look at the chat, and then we'll start and whip the block together. So that's that piece. Okay, where's that bit go? That goes under there. That comes there. Right, okay. So I've got all my pieces laid out on my design board. That's just at the side of me here. Now, if you look at the pattern, I'm going to start with this section here, from here, that comes up to there. So we're going to fill that bit in first, all that bit. They're the pieces we're going to check next. Thank you, Laurie. You keep confusing me, Laurie, because you keep coming in as Sherlock, going out and coming back in as Laurie, and then coming back in as Sherlock. Yeah, coffee. I'm going to have me orange. Quick slurp. Moisten the larynx. Right, so we're going to start with piece Q, and we're going to add piece R to it, which goes, turn it around so you can see there, and your 2 lines there match up when you sew them together. So we'll peel the background off paper. Take the pin out, Sylvia, it helps. And we're just going to sew 1/4 inch along that edge. Well, it sounded a bit clunky at the beginning, didn't it? Okay, next piece we want to add is piece rewind. I'm going to place that back on the board, on my board, and I'm going to take piece P. No, I'm not. I'm going to take piece S and piece T and join them 2 together first. So I'm going up, instead of, I've done that piece to that piece, I'm now going to take piece T and piece S here and join them 2. So those 2 join together first. We'll join them 2 first. So T and S, T and S. and they join together like that, and your crosses match and your lines match when you sew them on. Peel my paper off. So you've joined S and T. You're now going to take piece P and join piece P to the bottom of it. So there's S and T, and piece P comes that way onto the bottom. And I know they can be confusing sometimes to know which piece you need to add to which piece. But if you just work methodically through, if you keep laying them back on your board, you can pick it up as to which ones join to which. So you've now got S, T and P, and we're going to add piece O, which comes down onto this side here. I'm just going to quick look at the chat, make sure I don't think. I'll work out which way around I'm going now. I've lost me piece. Put it the wrong way up. That's it. And somebody sent me the other day a PayPal and just said thank you for the patterns and sent me some money via PayPal. It wasn't a person's name, so I can't work out who it is, and maybe they don't want to know who it is that sent it, but thank you from the bottom of my heart. It was so appreciated. You didn't have to send it me, but it was nice that somebody appreciated the patterns that I've been putting out. So that's that bit. Trying to keep it lined up so that I know where I'm going. Now the first piece that we did, which is Q and R, that gets added to now. You have got a bit of an angle, so when we get to this point here, just by the yellows, we're going to stop with the needle in the down position, and we're just going to pivot and turn it so that it comes down over this side. So start at this far end and pivot and turn. Thanks, Colleen. Yeah, you can use credit cards on PayPal accounts. Yeah, you can use credit card, or you just have to put in you just add the card details to it. Yeah. So I've got to the point where I need to pivot, so I'm just going to turn my fabric and just put my foot back down and come down this other side. So I've now got my bit there. So the next piece we're going to add is piece J, which is this piece here, and that comes down this edge here. Can you see? I had all of my FPP patterns. They're on the computer, but I had them all printed out and stored in a folder. And I thought, why am I printing all these things out and I've used and keeping them, when if I want to do it again, I can just print another thing off. So I've got rid of a load of them as well. So I've had a good fertile clean out. A fertile clean out. So, centre of the pansies coming together. Okay, so that's piece J added. Now we're going to add piece H, which comes at the top. So there's piece H, and that comes onto the top. Let me just check my chat again. You don't trust them to keep balls off your money. I found it. Well, it's better than the Etsy store, because that was just charging me ridiculous amounts of money, even when I wasn't selling anything. You have to pay commission every month, and it was like, this is crackers. It was costing me more than I was selling. So that's going over the top of that. I've looked at that Patreon as well that a few people use, and again, they charge you so much money to use them. So that's the top of that. That's H. Now we're going to add piece A and then piece I. Piece A, which comes onto that side there. Oops. Missed me seam. Whoops. Better. Soon fixed. Right, so that's piece A. Now piece I goes on there. This piece goes on there. And then piece D which comes down this side here. And then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9 more pieces to add, which are all background, I think. Okay, so that's piece D. Next is piece F, which is a background piece, which comes in there. No, recap. Don't put F in. Don't put F in yet. That don't go in there. Don't go in yet. Piece F does not go in yet. We need to put in piece K at the bottom. Piece K goes in next at the bottom. Where am I going here? That way. I'm losing which angle I'm at here. Right, so that's what I've got so far. That's piece D in there. So piece K is coming in here at the bottom. And it helps if you put it in the right place, because it's going there at the bottom. This is why you have to keep studying your pattern to see whereabouts things go. And you still get it wrong. We're all human. We all make mistakes. Okay, so that's piece K on. Now it's piece L, which also comes along the bottom. I'll check the chat again in a second. Make sure I've not missed anything. I was running out of white fabric for my backgrounds the other day, so I went and got cotton sheet. Right, so that's piece L added. Now we want piece J adding in. No, piece M adding in, which comes along the bottom there. That bit, and then piece N, which comes in. Let me hold it up again. Piece N comes in there. Right, so now we can go back and add piece E, which is this piece here that comes down this long edge here. And this will all get a good press afterwards, to make sure that it all sits and lies flat. Give it a good starch before I quilt it onto my blocks and add it to the forget-me-not. So that's that piece added. Now we can go back and add piece F that I wasn't going to add before, because that's going along that bit there, which is now long enough because my piece E fits it. And my machine has come unthreaded again. You're giving me jip today, machine. Behave yourself. We went back in cupboard, and your mate will come out. Okay, that's piece F. Now we can add piece G, and then there's just two more pieces to add. So piece G comes along there, that way around. Quick check of the chat, because I'm sure I've missed a load. Oh, you can see your postcard, yeah! Yeah, yeah, Dylan, it's up on the cupboard. Oh, I'm glad you made it in, Lynn. What's your weather like in Oxford? today. It's been a bit up and down here today in Derbyshire. We've had little flurries of rain, but sun's out now. I'm hoping all the frost we don't get any more frost and snow, but we probably will because we're quite north. So that's piece G. Now the next two more pieces to add. Piece B, which comes down this side here. And then the last piece to add is piece C. And then the block is done. Right, let's see. Which way am I adding that? That way. Is that right? Or is it that way? Just a minute. I'm living in confused.com here, working out which way around my piece has got to go. That way. Then that's got to go on that way. That's better. Okay. Oh, Gloucester, sorry, yeah, Gloucester. Sunny and showers, yeah, same here. Sunny and showers. Yeah, I've got a blanket that a quilt that I made me mum, and it was on the floor in the bedroom. The dog used to lie on it when he used to come in and be with me at night time when I'd gone to bed early. And Alan put that in the wash this morning, and he was going to hang it out, but it started to rain, so he fetched it back in again. So at the moment and yet it could have gone out now while he's out. It could have gone out and it could have been dry by now. But never mind. Get rid of me threads. A load of threads. Right. And the last piece to go on is piece C, and that's going on there that way. And then the block is done. Okay, so there's the block. It needs a good press, obviously, but I think it looks quite pretty. Good press, trim down to 12.5, no 12, and then it can go into me others. So, any questions on the pansy? Thank you, Lynn. And I'll put a video short up of when I trim to 12. Yeah, it's a good job you remember, Colleen. Trim to 12. I do quite like that pansy, actually. It's quite pretty. So don't forget to grab your free pattern while it is free, because as soon as this miscreate is over, in another 4 weeks' time, they will all come off. So we've got four more weeks of doing these. So we'll. I haven't decided yet which one I'm going to do next week. Thanks for the link, Colleen. So, any other questions on the FPP pansy? You've already got it downloaded. Good girl. That's what I like. Have you made any yet, Lynn? Have you started them? I bought let me just grab a couple of fabrics I bought today. I have very little brown at all, and I saw these. She was selling them at me sew club, and she got them in sale, £5 a metre. So I got I think they're all not sure what make they are. Doesn't say on that one. I don't think it says on this one either. No, don't know what make they are. I thought I'd get a couple of, I mean, that's got actually a couple of crossbows on it, but from a distance, galloping by on a horse, they'd look like flowers, I suppose. Oh, it's the shower on Sunday. Wonderful. That's fine. Thanks, Cheryl. Yeah, so anything else before we go? I think we've been on for about an hour and a half. Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to get off and say goodbye and see you all next week. Okay. Take care. Bye.